Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sales with Jay and Ron.
Yep, where we are turning script readers into pro salespeople.
So, one of our favorite topics, how to get past the no.
Guys, if you're in this business, you've got to love no's. No's are the best. You know why? Because enough no's get you to a yes.
And if you guys are like, what does that even mean? Why would I go for a no? I want the seller to keep saying yes to me so I can buy their house. That's not how things work, right? Like, no one's ever going to be 100% agreeable. And the few sellers we ran into that were, there's always a hidden deal killer that we're missing because nothing is ever that simple, right? Like, buying and selling a house is a big decision. So one way to kind of get past the no is start with some safe questions. One example of a safe question is, hey, I'm not sure if now's a good time. Do you have 5 minutes where we could talk a little bit more about the property?
Boom. That's perfect.
No, I don't. Oh, okay. How about I check in at a better time so we could see if we could be a good fit? Yeah. So I got past that no because he didn't have the time now.
There's more safe questions. Hey, tell me a little bit about the house. Well, what do you want to know? Hey, anything that you feel comfortable sharing. Something that will give me a nice picture of what I'm dealing with. You live in a great neighborhood, right? I think I've seen your house before. I'm from the neighborhood as well. Why would you want to sell? Very safe question, guys.
And then the quick role play, like, Ronnie's the seller. I'm this closer, trying to lock up this deal. Hey, Ronnie, tell me a little bit more about the house.
What do we want to know?
Oh, just a little bit about the layout and the condition.
Yeah, sure. It's a 3-bedroom, 2 baths.
Hey, Ronnie, what's your mortgage?
Oh, well, that's none of your business.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. So another way to avoid that no where it could be a dangerous question, don't ask it. Make a statement. And that's when I could say, you've owned it for 30 years, right?
Oh, no. I've owned it I'm still paying a mortgage. I still got 10 years left on a mortgage.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So you do have a mortgage. No worries. So you see how you made a statement, he was able to say no and still get past it, and the conversation didn't end. So that's something you want to make sure you always use as a tool to kind of get the seller to keep talking.
Another tool you can use to get past no is take a step back. Let's say you offend someone by saying something or asking a personal question. Take a step back and make sure you're extremely apologetic and don't move on until they feel comfortable. So look something like, hey, Jagger, so I know you want to sell this house. You mentioned you were going through a divorce. Now, is your ex-wife on board with selling?
No, she's not on board.
She's not on board with selling?
It's my decision, so I don't know why that really even matters.
I'm so sorry. I should have been clear with why that does matter. I hope I didn't offend you.
Oh, no, you didn't. Explain to me, what's going on.
Okay, boom, guys. So you see there, I took a step back. I made sure that he was comfortable and that I didn't cross a line or a boundary. And once I saw that, he was like, no, it's okay. Just explain it for me. Now I know that now we're back on the same page, right? But you want to make sure you don't just surpass that because then it's just going to get awkward and it's going to be a bad conversation.
Exactly. You want to keep that rapport moving forward. And that's something you have to take a step back sometimes if you feel a little bit of awkwardness, because if you don't, they're feeling that as well. And you got to make sure you recognize these things while you're in these conversations. Yeah. And that kind of goes right into the next point of how to get past a no. Push away. If the guy is divorced and his wife's a decision maker and he doesn't want her to be a part of it, hey, listen, you told me, your wife's a big part of this decision. I know you make the decisions with her, but if she's not even, involved in this conversation, and we do agree, how's that going to make her feel? So I feel like maybe for now, when you and your wife can kind of be on the same page and you come up with a price that you both feel comfortable with, then I could kind of check in to see if we can get this done for you. But for now, I think you're not ready.
That's perfect, guys, because here's what's going to happen. Either I'm going to say, oh, no, we are ready, right? And now, because he pushed away, now I'm chasing him and I'm trying to convince him otherwise. And that's where you want to be. Or is what he said was correct. And now you're not wasting your time. Now you won't waste any more of your time, right? Because if I say, yeah, she's a big part, but I'm not going to involve her, so I don't know what to tell you. Now Jagger's like, okay, Jagger can continue, or he can step back once again, be like, hey, we can't get this done, right? Like you told me already, right? So you can play those games, right? The pushback, the pushing away, stepping back, and once again, if ultimately the person's not ready, then it just is what it is. You're not wasting your time anymore.
Yeah, guys, and that goes to the last point, and I feel like it's the most important. No's okay, too.
Yep.
And you want to start every conversation with that. Like, hey, we could buy your house, but if something changes, when you want to send photos and you really feel like, you're just not interested anymore, that's completely okay, too. Yep. Give them an out to understand that there's no pressure involved in this situation and conversation. I'm trying to help see if we could be a good fit, but no is completely okay, too. Now their guard is down. Now you can have a real conversation instead of trying to get past smoke screens.
Yep. That's well said. I wish I had something to add. But
boom. I think we just ended on that note. If you want to see more videos with Sales with Jay and Ron, click the link up here.
Peace.